It's the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Cowboys and the Bucs under the lights on Sunday night.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime-time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward calling this contest for you. And right now, we're putting the secondaries on notice because we have a couple of wide receiver rooms, not just dudes, rooms that can test every level of a defense.
Yeah, it's more than just the headliner, right? We know the top options, but for these offenses, it's the depth at the wide receiver room that's such a big deal. If you overcommit to the biggest playmaker, a couple other players, well, they could hit you down the field just as easily.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're underway on Sunday night. Kickoff taken at the 13. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing him out, coming off one of his best seasons as a pro, an MVP runner-up finish in year number 9, Dak Prescott.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Dak now from the gun. Ezekiel Elliott makes the catch. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That stop made by K.J. Britt. Now, this is a list that hurts a lot more this time of year. They need every one of these guys out there as they fight for a spot in the postseason.
It is all hands on deck the rest of the way, and every guy who's been lost at some point this season, his presence is surely sorely missed out there. Every team's fighting for a playoff spot, Kate. In the same boat at this point, it's a war of attrition. And who's got the ones standing and fighting at the end are often the ones who make a postseason run.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one's complete, right side.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their fifth-year quarterback.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense. and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On target to Godwin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic first down.
So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 2nd down.
So the penalty takes some of that distance away. Things tightening up here for 2nd and goal. They're throwing it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Buccaneers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. And Brock, we got a pretty good idea how a lot of the playoff picture is going to shake out, but still some time left for things to change near the end of the season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Complete out to the right. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, Prescott. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
First down, here's Dak. Still on his feet. Steps up and he's running with it. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Escapes the pocket. He calls his own number again. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. 2nd and 3 now.
At the Buccaneers 11-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. The Buccaneers add another DB. 3rd down coming up. From the gun is Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their second drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. From the gun, a run for White. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Bucs ready to send it away on 4th as Jake Camarda runs on to punt it. And he drives it towards the other end of the field. And he'll signal the fair catch. Brings this one in comfortably right at the midfield stripe. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Elliott's on 1st and 10. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now Dak to throw. Dump off caught by his back.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you could run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Here's White again. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Here's 2nd and 5. Flushed out of the... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Back now, pressure on its way. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. No return on that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 28-yard line.
Prescott here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll have it 3rd and 3. Here's Dak. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Dak off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave them with a 4th and 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 1st and 10. It's a give to White. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This is caught by Trey Palmer, and he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They kick the running back in motion. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Throw on 3rd down. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd down. Here's Prescott again. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. To throw, Prescott. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're left with 4th and short. Brian Anger on now to punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Got 46 on his first punt, so this one's pushing a little more distance. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. They're set up at the 35 now. It's White on the give. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Again, this is White. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. All right, Cowboys showing nickel set. 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's gonna run for it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. He'll look to throw. On target to Godwin. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Out of the gun, White. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now, after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. The give now to White. Jukes one defender. They'll have him gain about a handful there. Play stopped by Damone Clark. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. White trying this straight ahead. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. A give right side to White. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Turpin with a return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. In the hands of Flanoy, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
1st down, here's Dak. On the move, headed right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him.
Prescott,
And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 40-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. That's Flanoy. He's got it. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun is Prescott. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Cowboys. With it, 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Dak. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there, it's knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Another throw for Prescott. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down. Dak throwing again. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now Prescott. Chased out to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Palmer. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. That's complete, Mike Evans. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
Second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
One final shot before halftime. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's the end of the first
So we've hit the end of 2. The Cowboys fighting to the halftime lead here in Dallas. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate. Thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Joe Burrow, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Devin Singletary, a touchdown run in the victory. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Buccaneers and Rachaad White ready to take over once again. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Receiver in motion going left. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. 1st and 10 from the 41. Up the middle, here goes White. He'll cobble together a yard there. That was Micah Parsons making that play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Man in motion, headed right. Here we go, 2nd and 9. It is caught left side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now it's White. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. It'll be Jake Camarda doing the honors. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. The Cowboys ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. His drive will begin with a run from Elliott. And that's good for a gain of 5. That stop made by KJ Britt. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Right back to Elliott now. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. On second down, a run with Elliott. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. That stop made by K.J. Britt. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. An early jump, and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 3rd down.
Following the flag, they've got 3rd and 3. Prescott here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's White. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Running it after the penalty. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a gain of 3 for them. Still 3rd and 9 coming up. Looking to the air here. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
The Cowboys offense headed out there. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Looking for a target. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many.
And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Dak now from the gun. He'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Gay's kick is good, and that'll double their lead to 6.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
On the return, here's Palmer. This return makes it up to the 25. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Airing it out to start this drive. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 29. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up third down. Throwing from the gun here. It's into the hands of White. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And it'll be their football. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Flush down now to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for White. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Setting up a throw. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, Well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Jukes out a one-stop, and a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And it's going to be their football coming up. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Running the counter, Elliott. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the gun is Prescott. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys go up by 12. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Buys time, rolling right. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner, netting him a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback. Right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Palmer. And this drive will start inside the 25. This offense ready to get going again now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Now here he goes.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Got his target. It's Otten. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
And the Buccaneers first down.
On the ground, it's White. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Play action on 1st down. Complete out to the right side. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. 3rd and just 2 to go. Pass play now. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Cowboys about set to take over. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Throwing on first is Prescott. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
That one vehemently swatted away. So it's 2nd down coming up. They run it from the gun with Elliott. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Back to throw, here's Dak. This finds Cooks, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
All right, all set up now, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Palmer. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Buccaneers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Airing it out to start this drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Donovan Wilson picks it off. And the Cowboys take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
The Cowboys are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Dak. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Dak. He's on the move. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the first down marker. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Dak to throw. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He can run it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
This one's taken in by Otten. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Back to throw now. Avoids the sack. Launches one deep. He's got it inside the 25. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game.
Buccaneers 17. Chase
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Catch made by Cooks. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Prescott here from the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
It's now
Dak now from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Another throw for Prescott. That one's cut along the left sideline. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Completed over the middle. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Dak throwing again. That finds Elliott complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. From the red zone now. Rolling left, buying some time. He tucks it and takes off.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd down, looking for options. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run here with Elliott. Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now this offense getting set to work here. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They've got 1st down from the 31. Godwin, the man in motion left. They'll throw to begin this drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completes this one to Otten. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Pass play coming here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Throwing now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They are throwing it again. Escapes out to the left. Now he takes it. Oh, he loses the football. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Complete to his man, Sterling Shepard. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. Did the Bucs get to it in time? Yes, it's Buccaneer football.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. 1st and 10 from the 41. First down, here's Dak. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down. Trying an inside give to Elliott. And he doesn't get much here. Just enough to get down inside the 40. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Prescott. That'll be complete to Elliott. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
For the Cowboys field goal, a 49-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 3. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. They'll throw it. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Elliott's on 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. All right, here we go. Second down. Once again, Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on third down.
Brings up third down.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.